Well, a good morning from sunny Qaqortoq in Greenland. As you may or may not be able to see behind, it is very, very foggy, and our arrival into Qaqortoq had been delayed by 2 hours because the weather has been so bad, or the seas have been so bad during the rest of the start of our cruise. So we're due to arrive at 7, we're now arriving at 9:30, so everyone's excursions have been changed now as well. I'm not sure how easy it is to see out there, but there are definitely some icebergs, some quite pretty big ones as well. So we've arrived into Qaqortoq about 4 hours behind schedule. It's not very clear at the moment what's going on. They've just launched the tenders. So there you can see or at least some of the tenders being launched. We're still waiting to find out what's happening with our excursion. So what actually happened was that Princess cancelled our excursion due to the late arrival into port, but they didn't actually notify us, so we only got a letter advising about it when we got back to cabin several hours later, and also they said they'd left a voicemail, but the voicemail didn't turn up in our mailbox until the next day, so that was the issue. We didn't have any real issues around the tendering process, I think partly because we were directed to the theatre, and so we got off relatively early, which I think made quite a big difference. And the reason that we were directed to the theatre was that was where the Princess tours were waiting to get the priority access onto the tender. So even though our Princess excursion had been cancelled, they did help us to get the priority tender access off the ship. We found alongside the dock, the stall, and we were able to book the tour with them. It was slightly confusing because their prices were in dollars, but then when I paid by card, it was priced in Danish kroner. So I just checked on Greenland Sagerland's website, and they do offer a full refund if the ship doesn't dock in Qaqortoq. The total cost of the independent tour was $475, and that compared to $690 for the Princess excursion. I would certainly recommend pre-booking direct with one of the local operators. There are lots of these things carved into the rock with different things, so it's like a bit of a trail, I think, so we're going to walk along and see what we can find. Trolls in the rock? So we're just going to take a walk up to this church, which is literally like 5 minutes away from the port. Steep steps going up here, so you'd want to be fairly fit to climb them up. View from up here as well, over the harbour. That's a bit steep and rocky. That was an absolutely amazing church, beautiful. I've never seen a church with quite as good view as that as well. So we've come inside the local supermarket. Jen loves the supermarket, and I think this is even more unusual than normal. So in here you can buy many different sweets for nearly £10 for a packet. What's that for? Oh, for the Haribo. Yeah. But at the same time, you can buy a outdoor house and kitchen. Postcards or a clock, anyone? fake flowers, stationery, all sorts of homewares. Now I bet that you would not see one of these in your supermarket in the UK or the US. A big bag of pasta, 3 kilos. Let's see how much it would set you back for a bottle of wine. Fancy a bottle of champagne while you're here? Well, how much is that going to set you back? Bottle of Ribena. And the thing you've got to remember about here is that literally everything has to come in at the moment either by ship or by plane. So the supermarket was literally again about 5 minutes walk from the port. Things I've seen lots of people ask about is about the midges and mosquitoes. I haven't seen any mozzies so far, but there are quite a few kind of midge type things. So we did bring some bug spray, but I haven't needed to use it quite yet. We're just saying that we wonder what people make of, or what the locals make of cruise ships turning up. So there's been lots in the news recently about cruise ships throughout Europe. And one of the things I'd read before we came away was that at the moment in Greenland, there aren't airports that are suitable for commercial flights, or certainly for larger jets. And they are actually at the moment in the process of building, I think it was 3, possibly even 4 commercial runways in the next 6 months, which is amazing. And I think will open up tourism to Greenland, but probably also change things quite a bit, I would think. So I got this sort of stream running down here. Let's walk along to the bridge, I think, and have a look back from there. And we were trying to find our way to this bridge. That wasn't very obvious, but looks like we've found the way to the bridge. Let's go over and have a look. Wow, you just get another amazing view. Now we're going to head back down towards the tourist information office so that we can get on our boat for our rib trip. Another church over here, which I think we'll try and have a look in after the tour. By the port, you've also got the Krakatok Museum, which is €10 or $10 or 60 krona to get into. The short walk to the pier where the boat to the icebergs would depart from. The first thing we had to do was to suit up. Once we were all suited and booted, and also note to self, easier to put the suit on if you've taken your shoes off first. We then sped up and made our way out to the icebergs. It wasn't really far at all, so I'd say it probably took 10 minutes of zooming along. Maybe there aren't any today. There was a dry storage container on the boat where we could put our things, but we did also take a dry bag. This is pretty awesome. You see those great big icebergs? You having fun, Milo? You having fun, Mummy? You just cannot put into words the size of this thing. It's just enormous. So beautiful. Yeah, you just can't get the idea. Have you seen how big this is, Milo?
The big one?
Yeah, it's massive, isn't it?
He's come from the east.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's travel.
You can see blue here.
Yeah, really blue.
This is one, down, 9 meter.
Yeah. So it goes
Yeah,
long way
9
down.
meter.
I don't
Oh, well, I...
Probably more like penguin.
And with that, our 1 hour excursion on the rib boat that was not a rib boat was over. What an absolutely amazing experience. Getting back onto the ship, we waited about 45 minutes in a line, so it wasn't too bad. I think it was lucky that the weather was good. It wouldn't be a lot of fun standing in the queue when it's wet, because it was also pretty chilly. But yeah, so no major issues with tendering. It took about 15 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed watching our video of our day in Qaqortoq. It's certainly a day that I will never forget. Just an amazing experience, beautiful scenery, and such a remote part of the world, really. So I hope it either brought back some memories for you if you've already visited Qaqortoq, or if you will be visiting, then I hope it gives you some information and some kind of guidance to go on. My top tip is definitely to wear layers. We were very uncertain what the weather was going to be like, so layers, definite top tip. If you do have any questions, drop them into the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to our channel. We've got lots more exciting travel coming up, and actually there are quite a few more videos in this series. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.